All right, welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. This is Chris Stapleton with Think I'm in Love with You, audio only. Um, if you were new here, welcome. I had to think for a second. Welcome. I do things a little bit differently here. You have been invited into my living room. Have a seat, sit down. We're going to listen to this together. I will give you a raw, honest, and unedited reaction. Please, in return, like, subscribe, and share. Subscriptions grow the channel as well as the likes and the shares. But it also feeds the algorithm, and it will get this guy more exposure, as if he needs more. Why the algorithm? Why is that important? It's sort of a domino effect. It gets out there. It gets this video out here, out there. It gets his video out there in the internet, and it attracts more viewers. So it's sort of, you're just kind of word of mouthing things in that sense, in the truest sense. What else do we have? We've got Chords and Notes merch. We've got Patreon. We've got donation requests via PayPal. We have super thanks. These are all ways to support the channel, ways to follow me outside of YouTube. All of that information is in the description box below. Now, this song, let's set it up. I don't know much about it. I know Chris Stapleton. I know he's done Tennessee Whiskey is like the huge one that he's done. I have heard that before. I will likely not react to it because I've reacted to it in different forms. I typically choose independent artists to react to on this channel, and in that you get a lot of cover versions. So I've heard the song plenty of times. I know it's not his song. I think I did do a compare and contrast video a couple of years ago with boy, I can't even remember if I did it with the original or who. There were a couple of artists that I listened to, maybe three, and I listened to them, and then I just sat down and talked about all the differences and compared it, the similarities, that sort of thing. So, first of all, why am I not going to do Tennessee Whiskey? I already told you, I heard it a bunch of times. For his voice, maybe I will if I have a patron who insists. Because for my patrons, I do the requests for donation requests via PayPal for just regular subscribers on YouTube. If you send me, $10 and say, here, this is what I want you to do, I'll take time out of my very busy schedule to do it. The other thing is about that song, lyrically, I can't get myself to get on board with somebody comparing women, okay, one of God's finest creations, to booze. For whatever reason, that just does not sit well with me. But that's just my own peculiarities, whatever. So why am I doing this one? I was, in the course of my day at work, a couple of weeks ago, I heard a song, and I'm like, this voice is amazing. And I recognized the voice, but I didn't recognize the singing style and the song itself. And I asked the person, it was on their playlist, and they said, this is the song. And I only heard part of it. So I'm like, at some point I need to sit down and listen to this, and I need to get going with it. So, which some of you are saying, shut up and get going with it, I'm sure. Let's get started. There's that groove. Nice bass. This doesn't come across as country at all.
Know it at the time.
right there. Typically, I don't. Please don't yell at the camera. It's not nice. But with these mainstream artists and the copyrights, I noticed that it's more common to have videos blocked if there's not some sort of semblance of rules to the copyright laws. So I can't claim all of this work as my own. So right off the bat, what I'm getting here is more of a blues vibe with some R&B, older R&B stuff like Motown R&B. That's what caught my attention when I first heard this. And I'm stuck on the Motown R&B because it clearly isn't like Smokey Robinson and that sort of stuff. But it there's a tinge of it there. And actually he reminds me a lot of Warren Haynes in this song. And the groove is just amazing. The bass line is really good. It's up front. It's setting the foundation here. And I love the guitar playing. There's your bluesiness, right? So this is really cool. This does not seem country at all. And it seems to me Chris Stapleton is probably a multi-genre artist, isn't he? So let's go back a little bit. I love that palm muting. This is probably the part that I remembered. Some strings, all right. I like the strings. I wasn't expecting that so much. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice groove. Yeah. That was really nice. That is, if I'm gonna get into, how would I categorize it? I don't want to say pop. I don't want to say country because it wasn't either one of those. But if you take an artist who makes their presence known with a certain genre, but then can, I guess, cross over and just perform any genre. This was really well done. I loved the feel of it, the subtleties of those strings, just adding that tint to the overall color of the song. His voice obviously just so magnificently weaves that story and pushes the song forwards with that solid bass line and drums. There's your rhythm section that's just, it's laid back, but it's right there where it needs to be, to give you that tempo and that feel, that rhythm, that kind of skipping your step. I think I'm in love with you. You know, just sort of, yeah, kind of strutting down the street a little bit. And everything was done just very tastefully. There was no overkill on anything. The elements of creating a song, you have to use a lot of decision making process on what is it that you were trying to accomplish with the song, where is it going to go, all right, and then how is it going to be structured. Now this isn't like progressive rock or anything where you just experiment and put pieces together and see how you can use all the different dynamics to make something that's just like, wow, a surprise. This is a very structured and very disciplined, yet common song structure, but when you can, it doesn't always have to be like fantastical. See, and I speak from that point of view because that was when I got into music as a kid, as a teenager, it was the progressive elements that just said, wow. I mean, the stuff I listened to at home because of what my parents, that I was exposed to at home because of my parents, with the R&B, with the 50s and 60s rock, with some gospel, that sort of stuff that was the foundation, and it was good stuff. And then I discovered this stuff that was coming out of the 70s. And I was like, oh my God, and the 80s were sort of when I start having, I still can remember, and things started changing then. But this harkens back to an older time. It really does. And you guys let me know, is this an original? Okay, if it's an original, I'm even more impressed. If it's a cover, it's fantastic as is. But just the way that he sings, it has such a soulful feel, and it's delicate though, it's so natural that it's just part of what you expect from him. And I mean, how can I say that without having heard a lot of his music? Because it's one of those things that in this song, it's inviting. It's authentic. You can tell it's authentic. It's not just him trying to sing a different style. This is his style of singing. And you can always tell. You've got a crap filter. You can tell what's crap, what's not. You can tell what's BS, what's not. When somebody's trying to sell you something that they shouldn't be selling you. Okay? And in this case, vocally, he's just got such a wonderful voice. But it reminds me so much of Warren Haynes, which is a high praise, because Warren Haynes is a hardworking musician who's done some amazing things too. So, and it's probably high time I listen to some more Warren Haynes. Anyways, that's it. Hey, thanks for coming over. Thanks for listening to me talk about this. Thanks for joining me here. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.